Now, Deshaun Watson is expected back at practice this week for the Browns, and that only makes 2 games left for Brissett to start before Watson makes his Week 13 return against the Texans.
Are you not entertained with what's happening in Boca Raton? You should be. Good evening, my friends. I'm Tyree from ESPN 106.3 at Lion Country Safari in the Lion's Den, to be exact, to ask the experts of who's going to win this year. Is it going to be Liberty Flames or Toledo Rockets?
The talent that we have here, well, it's incredible and it's hard to ignore, and it deserves a spectacle like a helicopter to bring recruits in. Last time Boynton Beach alum Lamar Jackson played against Miami, well, he tossed for 324 yards and 5 touchdowns. This time around, he won't be the only Palm Beach County quarterback under center.
Well, they played football today at home, which hasn't been normal this season, since they only had 3 home games on the schedule. But when they do play in front of that home crowd, grab your popcorn and Juju Bees.
It's going to be announced where he will be going to college for the next 3 to 4 years. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about his decision.
One thing, sure, they shocked the area with their football team. They turned it around from 3-7 to 7-3 and a playoff appearance.
15-year-old Layla Rogan, a competitive cheerleader who attends Palm Beach Central High School, May 22nd, a day that was supposed to be filled with fun and family, turned dark and will be the start of a long journey for the cheerleader.
News comes to us through Facebook, like someone's trying to Facebook call us. They don't have our number, so we right away thought something's going on.
Layla was involved in an ATV accident. With injuries so severe, she would be airlifted to St. Mary's Hospital.
She had grade 3 brain shearing. She had a tear in the stem. She had liver lacerations. She had brain bleeds. And a messed up carotid artery, which they couldn't even address because of all the other things going on.
3 weeks go by, with the uncertainty of Layla's survival hanging over the heads of the family.
I think you can see people going through that and say, oh, I feel, but you can't until you're on that side of the bed.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. That's like one of the most horrific. There's no words to describe the emptiness, like just the loss, like you just feel like you're losing.
She would eventually be stable enough to move to an inpatient facility in Atlanta, and the good news starts rolling in.
One day they said, do you want to see your daughter walk? And there was Layla, walking down the hallway. And
yes, Layla.
just the progress was crazy. They had said they'd never seen anyone move that fast before.
Months go by, and the superstar cheerleader is back.
I don't feel real. I do not feel real. It is not, none of this feels real.
The support she garnered through this process goes far and wide. That, along with the reassurance from loved ones that Layla would make it, kept the family afloat.
I know people will think I'm nuts, but I said Satan cannot have this child. God is not done with her, and her story is not over. He's just beginning.
Are you happy when you see Layla?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
We all are. And now she waits for the Florida weather to be kind so she can finally return to the sidelines with her team.
I bet you I feel better than the person who won the lotto, just won that billions. I feel better than them. I truly have that much joy and gratefulness that God spared our child.
Hosting number 2 ranked Vero Beach. And Theo, you hear that sound? It was ground and pound all night. As you can see here, Rico, I drive a Porsche, showing his ability to get into the end zone on this long run. But then there comes this man, Eden James. He's got that "you up" text at 2 a.m. speed. He gets into the end zone for the score. And Treasure Coast led to have 21-14, but then he just ran away with it late in the 3rd quarter. They beat Vero 42-21. And check this out. This is the first regular season loss for Vero by more than 1 point since October 4th of 2013. Welcome back, my friends. And it's districts, it's playoffs, and girls soccer is heating up. Am I right?
Absolutely, 'tis the season.
I wanted to say it with her, but since this was our first time, I didn't do it.
Let's say.
Go where the pros
go.
There we go.